Hey, YouTube world, and a good happy Monday morning to you. And guess what? Today, it is Monday, February the 10th, and in my world, it is 10:06 a.m. Guess what? You guessed it. I can be found all over the web, so look me up because you never know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about, and if it's going to be a controversial subject or not, because we all know I don't have a filter. So guess what, guys? Today, I'm going to talk about something that, yes, I've talked about in the past, but I want to keep reiterating it because not enough of us do it. And what I want to talk about is helping others, paying it forward. Are you ready at a moment's notice to help someone else? Are you willing to make the sacrifice? Are you willing to spend the time? Are you willing to inconvenience yourself to help someone in need? And I'm not talking about someone in a burning building or someone in a wrecked car, someone who's in dire straits. I'm talking about someone who you have the choice, which I guess you would have a choice to walk away from that too. But I'm talking about someone who you can look in the eyes and walk away from. Would you choose to look that person in the eyes and walk away? Would you have a choice of whether or not you look that person in the eyes and walk away? Are you prepared? Are you ready? Do you have the means to help someone in need? Well, here's the thing. I came across this video this morning, and I was absolutely amazed at this guy's just complete outlook on helping people, and I feel the same exact way. And he does this thing called the blessing bag, and I think that is absolutely awesome. I think it is absolutely amazing. And I myself do similar works. Now, I don't have a bag, but I'm going to get one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my bag the drop and go, because I don't want to bother people. And sometimes people want to talk to you and they want to tell you their story, and that's great if they want to. And I'll be quite honest with you, sadly enough, if I have the time to spend, because I don't always, and I know we don't always. Sometimes you're at the gas station, you see somebody and you wish that you could help that person because you know they need it, but you don't have the extra cash, or you don't have the time to hear their story because you're on your way to work or you're on your way to your life, and it's sad because we should take the time, but realistically, I know that's not going to happen, so I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, we should, because in an ideal world, I would like to think that we could, but sometimes you just can't. And your boss is not going to want to hear you're a half hour late to work because you were helping some homeless guy at the gas station. And I'm sorry, that's just real. But what we can do that's also real and also heartfelt is we can make drop and go bags. And what I mean by that is take they make these 2-gallon Ziploc bags, and I should have brought one over to show you, but you can figure it out. Go to the store, look in the Ziploc section Ziploc bag section of your grocery store, and find these 2-gallon bags. And what you want to do is you just want to put, a small thing of toothpaste, all unused stuff. Please don't put used items in these bags, guys, because that's just, don't do it. But what you want to do is you want to, now this guy has book sacks, and that is amazing. He has a book sack for them to carry the stuff in, and I'll tell you what, he's got sponsors, he's got this, he's got donations and that, and I don't have that. So, and neither do the rest of us. And I'm not asking. I'm not asking for donations, guys. I'm not. What I'm asking is for you to make your own drop and go bags, and you give them to whoever you want. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bag together with a little toothpaste and a little soap and a toothbrush, the little travel size of shampoos, conditioners, the deodorants, a pair of socks. I know I've told you in other videos that homeless people are always in need of socks, guys. I mean, keep in mind, what is the most important part of your body? Your feet, guys, your feet. Because your feet get you where you're going. I mean, if you don't have, if you've got unhealthy, hurting, aching feet, you can't even drive. So to think your vehicle gets you there, no, it's your foot hitting the gas pedal. And if you can't do that, then you're in trouble. So, you know, it doesn't take much. And seriously, I mean, you could go over to the dollar store and get these trial sizes of different things to put in this bag for around $5. You know, and some of the snack items that I'm going to put in there, you might even have at your house like I already do, because if we buy them by the box. I was thinking of maybe some Twinkies or some peppermints. This guy, he had a bag of mints, and maybe I could do, you know, a handful of mints. Now, me personally, because I don't have a sponsor, I wouldn't use the whole bag. I would open the bag and drop, they're individually wrapped. So I would drop a few in the bag and make multiple bags out of it. But guys, you know, at some point in our lives, somebody helped us somewhere along the way. You know, whether it was when we were kids, whether it was when we were teenagers, if it was last week, if it was last month, somebody helped us somewhere along the way in life. And just to pay it forward once in a while, or all the time, or every time you get a chance, or, you know, it's a great thing to do. And, you know, again, I'm not asking you to give me anything. I don't want nothing from you. Only thing I'm asking is for you to make your own bag and put whatever you want in it. I mean, make it a heartfelt, you know, because I don't know your climate. I don't know your resources. I don't know your circumstances. You know, put whatever you can in this drop and go bag. And basically the idea is, if you see somebody who you know, who you feel led to, who you go, yep, that's who I want to give this bag to, then, you know, present them with the bag, and the idea is to hand it to them and go. You don't have to stick around for a thank you. You don't have to stick around for their gratitude. You don't have to stick around for them to praise you for it, because that's not the idea. You want to hand it to them and walk off, or hand it to them and say, have a great day. You doing this for them is not indicative of you getting a, oh, thank you so much, oh my God, you saved my day. You know, no, drop and go. And by drop and go, I mean hand it to them and walk off. Hand it to them and say, I hope you have a great day, and walk off. You don't need to hear their thank you. You don't need to hear their praise. You don't need to hear their compliments. That's not what it's about. And if that's what you're in it for, then don't bother, because you're not guaranteed to get that anyways. So, you know, I've always looked at people who were less fortunate and thought, boy, but for the grace, there go I, you know. And how close is that to being me? Am I one paycheck away from that? Am I 2 paychecks away from that? Am I a house fire away from that? And you know, I mean, how close are any of us on a day-to-day basis? How close are we to being that homeless family? How bad would you want someone to help you? And how much would you want them to wait around for your praises? How much would you want them to stalk you for your gratitude? So, you know, sometimes it's just hand it and go. And if they're sleeping, just set it beside them. You know, just kind of snug it up to them so they know it's theirs and so nobody else takes it, because you want other people to know it's theirs. So snug it up to them, but don't disturb them. Don't smash it up against them, but, you know, drop and go. Drop and go. You know, it's kind of like you're the UPS of homeless donations or whatever. You know, it's a drop and go. It's not a hangout, but, you know, put whatever you feel is going to be most beneficial in your climate or in your state in the bag. And I tell you what, if you're going to do socks, if you're going to do secondhand socks, guys, and I guess there's nothing wrong with that, because I shopped the secondhand store. Don't get me wrong. I shopped before Red Rex closed their doors. I used to hit the Sunday 50-cent sale every Sunday, you know, and oh my gosh, I racked up on socks. I racked up on pants and t-shirts. I have no problem with secondhand clothes, okay? Here's the thing. Make sure it would be something you would wear. Don't give them your wholly stretched out shit that you yourself don't want. You know, if you want to drop a pair of socks in there or two, drop a pair of socks in there that you would still be wearing if not for them having it. You know, and you might want to make a bag where you have a pair of girly socks and then a bag where you have a pair of guy socks, because I'll tell you what, guys, there are just as many homeless women as there are men. And even though they're homeless, there's nothing wrong with having a little, you know, a little girly this and a little girly that, because we want to feel girly and we want to feel special, you know, whether we're on hard times or not. So just keep in mind that could be you, and how close are you to that. So I'm going to wrap this one up because, you know, I feel like on this subject, I've said all I need to say. And again, make these bags, put them in your car, because you never know. You never know when you're going to come across that person. And I'm not saying you have to hand one to every single person. You'll know. You'll know when you see the person and you may carry this around in your car for a week, a month, a year before you see that person and go, that's them. That's the person this bag is made for. I made this for you. And you'll know. You'll know who they are. So I'm going to wrap this up, letting you know again that I can be found all over the web, guys. Crafting with Six. I'm over there making things like this, my little hair bow. Yes, I did. I handmade this. So look me up over there if you want to know how to make them. They're not that hard and they're not that expensive. Majority of my supplies come from the dollar store. So look me up over there. Look me up on Instagram, because I'm also over there doing some art tutorials this week. I haven't done one yet, but I'm getting ready to start. So look me up over there, guys. Again, happy Monday. Have a great day.